Kia ora koutou, my fresh brothers and sisters, what's up? It's your boy Tiki Taane here. I'm hanging out with this awesome wahine, Hollie Smith right here, cooking up a mean feed.
How's it, everybody? My name's Hollie Smith. We're in my very, very gourmet kitchen. We're going to bring some freshness for you today. However, first of all, we're going to give our mean feed.
Awesome. And this is what's on the menu. Check it.
Also for me, when I was a young woman, it was very hard for me, you know. It's not that I wasn't allowed out, it's just that people outside said I should stay home.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Okay, well, the kai's ready. Don't think there's any need to take a photo for social media, though.
Word to that, my sis, and this looks beautiful. Thank you so much for cooking this kai. Before we bless this kai and get stuck in, why don't you check out this next artist exhibition? Word.
Talofa, my name is Janet Lilo and I'm a visual artist. We're here at Te Uru Gallery in Titirangi, Auckland, for a status update exhibition. So it's sort of looking at the last 10 to 12 years of my art practice. We've got some neon works. We've also got some video works, some lightbox works. Up here in this gallery, we've got a montage of 10,000 6x4 photographs that have been printed by Harvey Norman, sort of self-service kiosk machine, to create this sort of crazy landscape that you see behind and around me. I've done this sort of work before, but not to this scale. And I've usually taken the images that you see on the wall. But this whole entire room has been collated by snippets of images I've found or carefully cut from the internet and reimagined into this landscape. My sons, they play Minecraft, so I think I might have been a little bit influenced by them and them creating their world. So I just wanted there to be maybe a Pacific feel, maybe like an Imagine feel, maybe a Minecraft feel. Also in the third gallery around the corner, we've got 1,000 Instax Polaroid photos taken from my Instagram account from the last 2 years. We've got a video projection in the center of the room on the floor. The video is a song by DJ Snake. In the past in my practice, I've taken a lot of songs and I've remixed them and put text to them. Also, the images that you see in there are of YouTube searches of ISIS and Syrian war, filmed from GoPros or cameras that have been put onto the internet. So I wanted to make it a little bit of a fun work, but there is a bit of a tension with some of this war imagery that we have access to. So although it might look a bit beautiful and dancey, I think there are some serious conversations there as well.
Social media isn't necessarily my thing, so I think this is a great way to start a conversation and to use an art exhibition for that.
That massive installation upstairs,
Epic. Yeah, I really like the Polaroids. I thought they were really cool.
it's very impressive in terms of scale, so it was quite nice to just stand there and absorb everything that was there.
And we're quite fortunate because our wedding is in the show as well. A photo of our wedding's in the show, so that was quite special.
Keep it fresh!
Keep it fresh.
Thanks for watching. I hope you can come out to Te Uru Gallery out in Titirangi in Auckland.
Keep it fresh.
Keep it fresh.
And keep it fresh.
Oh, where? Woo, what are you thinking, sis?
Well, I was thinking like 22s, spoiler.
You're not going to fit 22s on here, babes.
Yeah, that might be a tough one.
Yeah.
But if you guys are struggling with a way to pimp your ride, here's some island tips on how to make your car look real fresh styles.
And welcome to the Islands Tip, the segment where I teach you a little few things of advices in case you go to the islands. This week, we talk about how to pimp your car. If you can't afford a mag wheels or a whole set of 4 mag wheels, 2 is enough. And all you do is put those 2 mag wheels on the back and lift a normal wheel on the front.
That way you can put the back up a little bit higher, it look like a hot rod. Up to you. Now the things moving on the inside. You can make the car nice and warm by putting a carpet, put it on a dashboard. Other things you can bedazzle the public is to putting a lights on, like heaps of light on the roof, Christmas light coming on the front of the grill there. And just there on the middle of the dashboard, you can put a picture of Elvis Presley or Bruce Lee. And don't forget on the mirror, put a fluffy toys. And the last of all, put a spoiler on the back. Now the rear spoiler can come from any car. Doesn't matter the size. Put any spoiler on there, it look like an airplane. And then you can fly really fast, even if your car is only maybe can do 50 kilometers on the motorway. As long as it looks fast, it's the main things. Well, that's my tip for you to make a Pimp My Ride. Tune in next week for more training advices on an Islands tip.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll just leave my car after that, eh?
Good call, sis. Go away, tipi haere whānau. Stick around, because after the break, we've got some more frickety freshness.
Hoki mai.
Hi. No. Battle. Yeah, man. You wanna hear my rap? You can handle the gendo, cause I'm a #1 sando. Think you can rap? Let's have a rap battle.
Oh, you want a paddle?
Let's have a paddle, man. Oh, not that kind of paddle, though.
You still want a paddle?
Oh, no, it's all right.
Yeah, thought so.
I got some here.
Hey guys, I'm Hollie Smith and welcome to my world.
Late today, she said to me untruths on top of lies. I hope she realized the life inside. She always drags me down with the words she said them too many times. If I only...
How long have you been living here in Tauranga?
I'd say just over 4 years, I think now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I know you moved down to be closer to me, but what do you love about Tauranga?
No, I came down to my partner at the time and his son, who, you know, sort of raised for the last 4 years. So I kind of came down here to set up home for him and make sure he had a good little whare around him. I love the area, I love my house. You know, would be keen to stay down here just sort of see what happens with work and stuff.
And so you what, like brought up in Auckland, yeah?
Yeah, I was in Auckland on the North Shore.
Oh yeah, North Shore, sure. And so at school, were you quite musical at school?
Yeah, did heaps of music. Did heaps of everything. I was doing hockey, hard out.
Oh man.
And yeah, music, drama, art.
Yeah.
All of the non-academic stuff.
Yeah, cool. And you still play hockey now? You try to?
Try to, yeah. Still playing. Still play competitively, but obviously away most of the time. So kind of play as much as I can. But played nationals a couple of years ago for Tauranga.
Awesome.
I like it a lot. Keeps me fit.
Yeah, totes.
Fish.
And I see, you got like lots of art around, and I know you've been jamming some art in that background because I went down and saw it. So is that something that you want to pursue a little bit more as well, painting and?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting back into it. It's something I used to do a lot of, like, well, through high school and sort of after that a little bit, but haven't really sat down and focused on it for a minute.
Oh, it's beautiful. I reckon it's some really beautiful art, and I hope you can sell it and make lots of money.
Yeah, it's about as lucrative as the music business.
Word true to that.
Jump ship to another drowning ship.
Although you just released an album.
Water or Gold, yes.
Yeah, and I mean, I've had one gold album, so I know what it feels like. It feels good. I mean, how many gold albums have you had now?
A few, no.
3?
3.
You actually recorded most of it here, right? At this whare?
Well, all the band stuff I did down in Wellington. And kind of jigsaw pieced it together with a few other sessions round about, but I did all my vocals here, which is
cool.
so easy on the main road. It's, awesome.
Yeah, because you live on there's a railway track there and a busy street here, so really hard to do vocals, right? So you kind of have to wait till...
I was doing like 11 till 4 in the morning, and then getting up for school run and all that kind of stuff, and then doing normal mahi, and then going back in there. I was going like 20-hour days.
But you know what? I think that might have worked because on the album you sound amazing, and plus, you know, you got that tired. You know, I really feel you. So now I know. Now we know that you recorded it at 4 a.m. So recorded at Wellington, vocals here, and then you took it to New York, is that correct, to do the final mix down?
Yeah, mixed down, you know, like the final process, getting everything tweaked and sounding good, which was awesome because we kind of did jigsaw puzzle it together a little bit. I sort of was pretty not sure how it was going to turn out. You know, worked really hard over there and got that all done, but had some cool times over there. Went to the Jimmy Fallon show, hung out off the roots and stuff.
My gosh.
Hung out with our girl Kimbra.
Wicked. It's a good lifestyle, this thing, when you're doing music, Music and art.
It can be, yeah. It's tricky.
It's tricky.
A challenge. I'm not sure if I'm fully employed anymore technically, but it's cool.
But that's the realness, and that's the realness of being a musician, especially in Aotearoa. You gotta, you know, it's like you just can't put your eggs in one basket. You gotta have all these other many talents, and so
strategic.
So buy her art. She's got art coming up. You should buy the art and support Hollie's music. And thanks for having this kōrero.
My darling.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Wes, this weather's pretty cack. I wanted to take you to the beach, but I think it's gonna rain.
Yeah, what else is good to do on a day like... Oh, we could go to the hot pools.
Oosh, the hot pools? Is that us, cuz? Is that us?
Yeah, well, we're gonna get ready and go do that, but make sure you come back after the break.
See you soon.
Biracial. Well, I guess this is it. Bye, Ross.
Okay, bye, Rachel.
Hey, welcome back, fishies. We're just about to go hit the hot pools.
And I can't think of a better way to warm up the old tinana.
Yeah, well, apart from maybe cuddling one of these mamas.
And welcome back to our Tau Tala Tala show. We've got an amazing panel today. We've got two amazing musicians and a great actress, starting with one of my favorite singers, Peter T. Yeah! All right. And you've seen her on TV and all over Women's Weekly. Please give it up for Tawila Blakely. Yeah! All right. And now one of my favorite Tongan musicians. Please give it up for my friend Switch. Yeah! Woo-hoo! Wow! Thanks, guys, for coming. Great to have you here. But now we're going to move on to where you tell us about your problems, and our panel will try and help you, or maybe make things worse. So now, let's go to our next video.
Hi, Auntie Tala. My parents are so strict, and I don't know why. They always let the boys go out, but they never let me go out. I just don't understand. Can you please tell me why that is?
Wow, that is such a good question, eh? And it's so true. It's happening in all our island families. I guess let's see what you got to say about this, Peter T.
It's hard because I grew up in a household full of brothers, so I know exactly what she's talking about. My parents were pretty free with us. They let us just go out and do whatever. They were pretty trusting. Like, I used to go to house parties at like 13 or 14.
Wow.
But I do remember, I know what she's talking about because I had a female cousin who was really naughty, and she had to come and live with us for a little while because my parents were meant to discipline her, and then they ended up kicking her out after 3 months because they couldn't handle her. She was running away, bringing boys home to the house. Like, it wasn't good.
Wow, this is going to be interesting, Tawila. You know, with you probably experienced something like this being a young Pacific girl.
That's right. It is, I think, traditional for Pacific girls to be kept in the home and for our brothers, cousins, everything else allowed to go out. And the reason for that, bottom line, is because you can get pregnant.
Wow, yes.
And basically, that's the whole logic of it. If they think if they let us leave the house, we're going to get pregnant. But, well, how my mum said it to me, she said, you know, Te Wila, a daughter is like a flower that sits in her parents' garden and waits for her husband to come along and pick it.
Wow.
That's right. So that's just how it is. And I don't know if we'll ever change that.
Well, it's all right. And also for me, when I was a young woman, it was very hard for me, you know. It's not that I wasn't allowed out. It's just that people outside said I should stay home. Yeah, especially the boys. But anyway, especially, you know, I know you got sisters at home as well. Is it true that you feel your parents treat your sisters different from you?
Yeah, definitely. I think Te Wila's right. You know, it's because you can go out and then come home pregnant. But at the same time, I look at it as a good and bad thing. Your parents love you that much that they want to make sure that, you know, you find a perfect husband and things like that. But then at the same time, too, you know, it sort of makes you want to rebel and sort of, you know, break the rules and sort of just take off and end up running away and doing something stupid and ending up with what they're trying to stop you from doing, eh? So, you know...
Because I really feel that there was no communication between this young lady and the parents because she said make her understand. So I think if the parents explain it and say, this is why we don't want you, or, you know, we smash your face, you know, that type of thing, you know, then they will understand. And then they'll think, oh, that's why, you know?
I think these kids are lying and saying they're going to the movies and then posting up parties on Facebook.
No, it's so true. Wow, thanks, guys. That was great advice. I guess what we want to do now is just to say to Gina and explain why this thing is happening. Let's start with you, PT.
Hey, Gina, I think if you really want to correct the situation with your parents, I think it's probably best for you to sit down to them and talk to them face to face, you know, as a young adult, and definitely try not to get too stroppy or too rebellious. If you can show your parents that you're more mature, then they might give you more freedom. So that's my advice.
Wow, you're gonna make a good daddy. All right.
I hope so.
Yeah, you want to be my daddy? Okay, so
I'll walk right into that.
So, Te Wila, what could you help Gina with, and what could you say to her?
Yes, my sister Gina, I totally understand, you know, and it's important to know that your parents are doing this because they love you, and it's also important for us as daughters to respect our parents. I think, like what Peter said, try and talk to them, present your case, but if that doesn't work, one day you'll be married and you'll be out that house. So
yeah,
it's going to be a good day.
What about for you, Swiss? What's some advice you can help Gina about today?
Yeah, just talk to your parents. Yeah, they love you heaps, and just just try to work something out, you know. You go do all your hours and things like that, and do all your chores at home, and I'm sure they'll sort of be a bit more lenient.
Oh.
No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work, eh? Oh, yeah.
Oh, thanks for that.
Oh, bad luck.
Yeah, she's gonna be single till she's 60. Anyway, my advice for you is to reset why your parents keep you at home, because you are special to them. You are their Teresa, the pearls in their eyes. You are like a gold and a diamond. They want the man to dig deep to get you. Don't make it so easy for them to get you. And sometimes it takes 70 years to get to that diamond, and that's when you get married at 75. So take care, Gina. Your parents love you. See you same time next week, same place. Bye.
Anyways, whānau, here we are at the beautiful Mount Maunganui Hot Pools. I love it here. Great suggestion to come here, sis. Awesome.
All my ideas. Right, we're going to head off to somewhere that's not so cold. We're heading to Polly Postcards.
Hey Fresh fans, I'm rolling in the south of the USA right now and thought I'd drop you a Polly postcard about New Orleans. Everywhere you go in this city, there's music. Live bands, dueling pianos, dancing in the streets and busking. Loads of talent and an energetic as local music scene. food is top-notch tasty, but what you really got to try around here is gumbo and crawfish. That's right, a big fat bowl of little coda. It's a 24/7 party every day here. The bars do not even close. So between checking out the parks, swamps, architecture, markets, and the Mississippi River, what you're probably gonna end up doing is partying a lot. Like these guys, like me. New Orleans is fun, flavored, full of history, and pretty much fabulous. Mōri ora kia koutou, keeping it fresh from New Orleans.
This is a good idea, sis. Woo, feel good. Feel good. Hey, thanks for inviting me around today, chilling out, having some beautiful kai. It's been awesome.
Hi, thank you for joining me. Thank you guys for joining us. Big mahi to all of the Fresh whānau for having us hosting today. It's been a pleasure.
Awesome, totally that. So tune in next week, guys. This is what's coming up. Jack.
Excuse me, can I please talk to you for a minute?
What up, Freshies? I'm James Makise. And I'm Matsuri Kifataro. And we come at you direct from Guam at the 12th Annual Festival of Pacific Islands. Every island in the Pacific is represented here, so come join the festivities on Fresh.
All the things that you didn't need, the insecurities, racing through your mind, holding back your life, yeah. 'Cause she always breaks you down, saying far too many times that you're not the type, you're not the one.